That's funny. They think they can actually take down the Batman. Oh my gosh, I'm almost gonna laugh here if it didn't hurt to do the Christian Bale Batman voice. Welcome back, everybody, to Batman Arkham Asylum. And now we have a new mission, so we need to take care of the pumps that are now pumping Titan into the riverfront of Gotham. And I'm just taking care of a quick upgrade here. Let's see, do I want proximity detonation? Don't want that. Multiple frequency detonation. Let's do the triple batarang. Now I throw even more batarangs. Because, well, they don't take that much effort to make, apparently.
I guess not.
Apparently not.
It's the...
I know who I am! I don't need you to say it! I am the Knight!
You always had kind of a Spanish accent, I swear.
Mine?
Yeah.
Do I go into an Antonio Banderas? I have no such thing as a Spanish accent.
I can't do it.
I am the Knight!
down there with you, making you all look like fools.
Yes, because that's what I do, Joker. You're used to this by now. Oh, crap. Teeth! Need to hurt the teeth!
Need to break the teeth.
No, that's what I do to the punks! I don't need to break teeth, I just break them.
Pretty quiet. Can you turn it up?
Yeah.
Did he pay up? Nah, he spent it on the track.
What? You let him get away with it?
Do I look like an idiot? When I found out there was no cash.
Hi, guys!
He's making you look stupid. Really is the hard part. But it is not why I put you down there.
It's like, yeah, I want you down there.
Let him. Is that clear? You want me to send Harley?
You can't send Harley! Harley is in prison!
Oh damn, she's locked up.
Take that knife and shove it! Oh, that's cute.
What's the...
Smack! He was gonna take the box that held the guns and throw it at me.
I thought it was like a cinder block.
Alright, so now that we've taken care of that, can I grapple up there? No, I cannot.
I thought you came from up there.
Yeah, you were just up there.
No, I came from this side. Oh, wait. I know what I have to do. Okay, so... It's time, Alex. It's time for a hacker montage.
Hacker montage.
And there we go.
That's the first pump disabled.
Great. Only 2 more to find.
Okay, so now that we've taken care of that...
What about that? What about those boxes?
What about those boxes?
Oh, I thought he threw the box at me. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this one.
He was trying to, but you stopped him.
He tried, but I slammed his face into the wall. Let's do.
Objective
Horrible.
complete.
That's the second pump shut off.
Just
And
one
that
more to
one.
go.
I don't think... No, I can't target it, so... Can't do that one.
Too bad, it looks like an ATM.
I want to withdraw some money. I have a buddy named Bruce Wayne. He's absolutely awesome, and you should totally befriend him on Facebook. He's awesome. You should follow him on Twitter. What? The Lego movie is still funny, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, I could probably line launcher over there.
Yeah,
but
you could probably do that.
I don't know if there's a reason to.
Well, never.
Wee.
But there's a tape.
Oh, there's a tape.
Patient interview. Waylon Jones, a.k.a. Killer Croc. Last night, the patient was pacified after a breakout attempt. Gardner Cash is in hospital. Reports state that the patient attacked Cash and in the struggle consumed his left hand. Cash is lucky to be alive. He lost a lot of blood.
Me too. I nearly choked on that bony hand of his.
That's disgusting. He could have died.
He's just food to me. And once I get a taste, I want the rest of the meal. You know what I mean.
Get him out of here. Now.
Oh.
Got your scent too, lady. I'll see you around. Tick tock, tick tock.
Somebody has really bought into the Peter Pan mythology there. Well, now that we know that yet another psycho exists in the Batman universe, let's go ahead and find the other pump station. Let's go down here. I'm sure this is the way, right? Somebody actually did make the comment that apparently my Batman is Canadian.
Canadian.
Really?
I sound like a Canadian, eh? What's that about? That could be that. That could be WoW actually, because I hang around. Like when I play WoW, I hang around with a lot of Canadians. So I even start kind of talking like Canadian. Yeah. I'm not a Canucker or nothing. I just eventually start sounding like a Canuck. Okay, this is a bad room too because they're all armed.
Huh?
No!
You've been spotted.
Now.
Ah! Funny how sometimes they end up losing you, and it's like, really?
You want to stop helping me?
Can you find a place where you can get them?
I'm gonna have to eliminate a few before that becomes a thing.
You can't battering them from up there.
You can, but it's not really. There's not really a point to it, especially since these guys are collared. So if I knock them out, I'm just gonna signal the collar.
Oh well, I thought you could do the inverted takedown if you're lucky.
If they're close enough.
Well, if you were standing on some of the other gargoyles.
There's not really a whole lot of placement to them.
You never know. You might be lucky.
Yeah,
Somebody wanted an inverted takedown.
I know you can hear me. I want you to hurt these guys. They're nothing to me.
I'll take the control room.
Yeah, of course you will.
Well, at least if some of them go away, so...
Control room's mine.
Alright, get him.
Wait.
Nope, they have to be directly under me.
Well, I mean, just glide kick him, because he's right there and everyone else is scattered.
I am the knight! I love it. I'm driving Joker insane. Because he can't seem to catch a break with me. Oh, this work?
This might work.
Hi there!
Hey, get off me!
I refuse! Do you want to know what I will do? Have a nice trip!
Help me! I can't. I'm sure it came from over there.
Sure, come on over, buddy.
Where are you?
Here.
Alright, buddy.
Tell you! He's up there! Above us!
Ow.
How?
Hi.
Up above us somewhere!
I'm always above you. I am the knight!
What are you doing? Some... Ah!
What are you? I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Have a nice trip. So while I'm making short work of these guys, we actually did have a couple of listener viewer. What do we call them here? Viewer questions that were Batman related that I figured we could probably answer on this particular Let's Play. So are you ready, Alex?
Okay.
We're gonna start with you because obviously you're a Batman fan, right?
Right.
Favorite Batman movie, and this includes, like, I had to clarify this with the person. Does it include everything? Can we include every Batman movie? That includes the 1970s TV movie that was done. Does this include the animated movies? All of that.
Right.
You are free to say whatever you want, and if you want to go into a top 3, I'll let you do it.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll do top 3. My top 3, number 1 would have to be Batman Returns, followed by The Dark Knight and Batman 89.
Said I wanted
So Batman 89 is the Keaton one.
Yes. So is
With
Batman.
Nicholson?
So is Batman Returns. Well, without Nicholson anyway. Batman Returns also.
You are a lover of the Tim Burton
Yes.
Batmans.
And I do like the Christopher Nolan ones because I did put The Dark Knight on the list.
Yes,
Well-
you did have the Dark Knight, but I noticed that it was Batman Returns and then Batman 89 at number 1.
Yeah. Well, Batman Returns would be my number 1. Batman.
Oh, that would be the number 1. You like Returns more than 89.
Yes.
Okay. I'm kind of interested to know, like, why are there no animated movies or anything like that in there?
Unfortunately, I've never really gotten a chance to see all the animated movies.
Oh, yeah,
We
you
had-
missed out, my friend.
We had it's weird because we had Mask of the Phantasm on VHS, but our copy didn't work. And nobody...
Well, I think it wore out, so...
Either it wore out, it wore out or something. I just remember it never working, and we never got a new copy.
Oh, this is exactly where it came in. Oh, wow. So, Andrea, your top 3 Batman movies, and there is no limitation on this, so whatever direction you want to go with it, you can.
Let's see. I liked Batman Returns as well. That one, and does that include the Batman animated series?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Animated movies are included too, so if you want to include, like, recent DC movies, you can.
Oh, I just cannot remember all of the DC animated.
The animated movies, it's a long list, but there's Mask of the Phantasm. For the animated series, there was Mask of the Phantasm, there was Sub-Zero,
Sub-Zero.
which was a Mr. Freeze story.
Right.
Then there was also, I think it was called Curse of the Batwoman.
Oh, I liked that one. That was a pretty interesting one.
And then you go into the DC ones where it gets even more convoluted because you have the Dark Knight Returns, you have the entire arc that was done with the New 52 Batman. So what are your top 3 on that one?
I liked the Batman with the Batwoman?
Curse of the Batwoman?
Curse
Yeah,
of the
Curse of the
Batwoman.
Batwoman.
Okay.
Batman Returns, and The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to be the different person on this list because if I were to actually list them...
That's pump 3 disabled. I'm going to head back up to the surface and track down Ivy.
Okay,
Get in touch if you need anything.
so we have now shut down the pup room. It's now time for us to confront Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
So, my number 3 is probably the harder one to narrow down. Hi, Bat. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm the Bat. I am the Knight!
And what are yours?
I'm trying to think of my number 3 because I have a lot that would probably make that list. Or make the list, and I'm trying to narrow it down. My number 1 would... Let's just start from the number 1. My number 1 would probably be Mask of the Phantasm. I love the storyline that they tried to do there, especially... I love the intricacy, especially considering what came later, of giving the option for Bruce to actually live his life. Like, he doesn't have to be the Batman. That's never really been done in comics. Or in the movies. And so I always appreciate that concept. Especially for a strange concept like true love for Batman. I mean, the guy has like 4 leading lady interests. I see.
Ruining my past.
Second one would be Batman Begins. I have always...
Setting down a token of my displeasure. Oh gosh, I think it just did you too badly.
Of the Nolan trilogy, Batman Begins is always my favorite because it's establishing the character, and I love the theme a little bit more to that. I'm not saying Dark Knight's bad, but Begins resonates with me more, especially since it's kind of the complete story when you add in Rises. My number 3 actually is going to be Return of the Joker from Batman Beyond. And if you guys haven't seen that, man, it's one of the darker stories that has ever been done with the Batman animated series.
Watch out.
Hey, come on. Yes, I know.
Nice when you can take care of the thugs for you.
That was a pretty good way of doing it. Was it the Return of the Joker and Batman? You had it kind of is the movie for
Critical Strike.
Return of the Joker did a lot of things right. One of which was actually because we got to see a Where Are They Now with Barbara. But we never got to see where Dick was. We never got to see where... oh, crap. What's his name? Third Robin. Tim. We didn't know where Tim was. And so that kind of gives you that completion, but at the same time tells us a really dark story and kind of explains where every character has been at ever since.
I liked the one story, though, where they did was a Batman Beyond, or where, you know, when you actually had Terry McGinnis in one of the movies with the Joker.
That's what I'm talking about. Return of the Joker is Batman Beyond.
That was actually a pretty good story.
Mm-hmm. And it was dark, too. I mean...
Well, it's Batman. That's kind of a given.
Well, here's the thing. You can do lighthearted with Batman. Let's make that very clear. You can do lighthearted, but given what the animated series had done with it, Beyond was such a wonderful formula that they needed to have some kind of Joker completion with it. And just the way they did it with... I don't know why I'm trying not to spoil this, because statute of spoiler limitations ran out of this movie years ago. But the fact that they had this reveal that Tim was basically tortured by the Joker to become his successor, and so at that point, you actually get to see the scene where the Joker dies.
Wow.
And even though I believe it was set up to be an accident, it's been a while since I've seen the movie. I think it was set up to be an accident, but Batman is the one that doesn't end. And that's one of those things that the comics have always been asking is, will Batman finally let go of his do not kill policy when it comes to the Joker? What's really sad, too, is that the comics later did a even more horrid variation of that story called Death of the Family. You know, for as much as people want to criticize the New 52, I cannot criticize the Scott Snyder Batman run. He did really good with it.
You always wonder if they're gonna ever think of maybe looking and doing like a Batman Beyond movie.
They've been trying for quite a while.
Yeah, they've been trying to justify it for a while. I think the most that people are going to get with that, they got with Justice League, and there is actually one episode where it's based on the future Justice League. And the final episode of Justice League Unlimited is Terry McGinnis. It's based solely on Terry McGinnis and the revelation that he is a clone of Batman. Bruce, or not Bruce, I think it was Amanda Waller that cloned him. Because the world cannot be without Batman.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, action live?
Live action. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. They've been trying to do one for years,
you're
but
never going to get it.
Why not?
Because Keanu wants to do it.
There's
a number of reasons why you won't ever get that to happen. I think the closest thing you'll get is DC Cinematic Universe will do some kind of variation for it. But I kind of lost hope.
You could break that wall, can't you?
Well, hold on. The problem is that you lost the hype. You should have done it when Batman Beyond was popular. And unfortunately, they didn't. I'm not saying it's entirely impossible, but it's just, how would you beef up the hype machine for something that was 10 years old?
Same way you beef up any comic book movie.
My journey lasted little over a month. Visiting academics in both Metropolis and Keystone, I was exposed to a wealth of new ideas I began my day returning home in good spirits, eager to see my wife and family. I ended it kneeling in their blood, broken fragments of my life, pouring through dripping red fingers.
Lovely.
Well, you think that, you know, if it was, they should have done it within the hype of the day, then you wonder, like, nowadays why everything is becoming you know, they're doing reboots of movies and stuff like that.
Pretty much.
When they should have done it, like...
Well, at this point, reboot oversaturation is just because Hollywood wants to cash in that cow. I mean, if this had been Hollywood, like, maybe 10 years ago, they wouldn't be hitting it this hard. They'd actually give time for a reboot to set in and be a good idea. But now it's just like, we have to reboot everything really fast. Okay, I know I'm supposed to be able to hook to one of those, and I'm not sure why it's not letting me. Oh well. Let's just check in here really quick. Maybe I can open this up. No, door is locked. Can I hack it? Can I do a hacker montage, Alex? I don't know. Oh. Okay, can I use the Ultra Batclaw to get that? No, but I could do that.
Well, the problem is when Batman Beyond came out, it was like, what, 98?
Yeah, I want to say it's something like that.
So, yeah, that was like right after Batman and Robin when the comic book movie
The hype machine ran out on that one.
Right, but the comic book movie genre went cold because of Batman and Robin, so it makes sense why they didn't do it back then.
Well, I honestly think that nobody over at WB thought it was going to be as big a success as it was. Which is dumb, because, I mean, the animated series did so well that to think that doing this in a future kind of concept, for it to not work, is just like, what the heck are you thinking? And of course this is going to work.
Can you go up now?
I'm just checking down here really quick to see if maybe something's in here. Apparently not. Whee! Yeah, I probably can. Yep. Up we go! Batclaw that, I'm guessing.
Assumed most of your top 3 were animated.
What was that?
Your top 3 Batman movies were most of them were animated.
It's one of those things that I constantly say is that, you know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is turning out very, very well. DC Cinematic Universe hasn't really kicked off yet, as far as I'm concerned. There's not multiple movies. The animated movies that DC does are always really good. Especially when it comes to Batman. Batman is one of the better ones. Especially, I mean, there's a reason I recommended that whole arc with Damian Wayne. That just came out with inspired New 52 outfits and all that. It's really good.
Did you like Damian Wayne as Robin?
Now.
I think she's still in the gardens where you left her, but she'll be in control of it now. You'll be walking into a trap.
That's what she thinks.
Watch out, Sniper. I think he spotted you.
You gotta love Bruce here. He is so freaking overconfident. It's me, remember. I love you, Kevin Conroy. So here comes the next question that people wanted to ask is your top 3 Batmans.
Top 3 Batmans.
So this can include Adam West. This can include all of the animated voices that have played him.
My babies know your every move.
So Alex, your top 3
You and your kind
actors
are
that have
arrogant
played
enough to think you can
Batman.
destroy
Probably, unfortunately,
You will fail, and we will become the most powerful force on the planet.
Of course you will.
I could probably only really name 2. And that would, of course, that'd be Michael Keaton and Kevin Conroy.
Okay.
Not, you know, not Ben Affleck is a big maybe because we've only seen him in Batman v Superman.
Yeah, he hasn't had enough time.
So when I see him in a standalone movie, that'll be a little more.
And before people start jumping down our throats, the Suicide Squad cameo is not going to be enough.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it's not very long. He's not in like 80% of the movie. That's not going to be enough. See, this is one of those things that I'm probably going to irritate people. I don't know if I can give Michael Keaton credit, because from what I hear about 89, I need to see it.
Yeah,
But
you need to
from
see
what
it.
from what I've heard about 89, he kills a lot.